Stop throwing your garlic peels away. Those thin, papery skins you usually toss straight into the trash can actually be reused in several surprisingly useful ways. From making a simple homemade seasoning to giving your garden a little extra help, garlic peels may be more useful than you think. And wait until you see the third method, because it's one of the easiest ways to turn kitchen waste into something useful for your plants. So before you throw your next batch of garlic peels away, let's see what you can do with them. 1. Turn garlic peels into seasoning. Let's start with something you can actually use in your kitchen. Every time I peeled garlic, I used to throw the skins away without thinking twice. But instead, you can collect the clean peels in a small container and save them until you have enough. Once you've collected enough, it's time to turn them into a homemade seasoning. First, place the garlic peels into a bowl and add clean water. Add a small amount of salt, then gently stir the peels. This helps loosen any dirt or dust that may be stuck to the skins. Rinse them several times with clean water, then drain them well. Now we need to dry them completely. Spread the peels out in a thin, even layer so they aren't piled on top of each other. If you're using an air fryer, dry them at a low temperature and keep an eye on them so they don't burn. After several minutes, give the peels a gentle stir to help them dry evenly. Continue until they feel completely dry and slightly crisp. Once they're dry, let them cool completely. Then place them into a clean blender or spice grinder. Blend until the peels become a fine powder. If you want a smoother texture, sift the powder and blend any larger pieces again. And there you have it, homemade garlic peel seasoning. Transfer it into a clean, completely dry airtight container and keep it in a cool, dry place. You can add a small amount to soups, stews, sauces, roasted vegetables, potatoes, and other savory dishes. It gives your food an extra garlic-like aroma while helping you make use of something that would normally end up in the trash. 2. Make garlic peel water for your plants. Now let's move from the kitchen to the garden. If you enjoy growing plants at home, you can also reuse garlic peels by making a simple garlic peel water. Start by putting the garlic peels into a clean jar or container. Add enough water to completely cover the peels. Close the container and leave it at room temperature for around 24 hours. As the peels soak, some of their water-soluble compounds will move into the water. After about a day, strain the liquid and remove the peels. You can dilute the liquid with more clean water before using it on your plants. Pour a small amount around the soil near the base of the plant. Some gardeners also use diluted garlic preparations as part of their approach to dealing with certain garden pests. However, don't think of this as a guaranteed pest treatment. Different plants and pests can respond differently, so it's always better to start with a small amount and observe how your plant reacts. If you notice any damage, stop using it. The main benefit here is that you're finding another use for something that would normally become kitchen waste. 3. Add garlic peels to your compost. And now for the third method. If you have a garden, one of the easiest ways to reuse garlic peels is by adding them to your compost. Instead of throwing the peels into the trash, tear or cut them into smaller pieces. Then add them to your compost pile, along with other suitable organic materials. As the compost breaks down, the garlic peels will decompose and become part of the organic matter. Once the compost is fully broken down, you can use it to help improve your garden soil. But remember, garlic peels shouldn't be the only thing in your compost. A good compost pile needs a mixture of different organic materials. So think of garlic peels as just one more useful ingredient. Instead of sending them to the trash, you're allowing them to become part of the natural cycle again. One important tip. There's something important to remember when trying homemade methods like these. Just because something is natural doesn't mean you should use huge amounts. For plant treatments, start with a small amount and see how your plants respond. And when making garlic peel seasoning, make sure the peels are completely dry before grinding and storing them. Moisture can cause homemade powders to spoil, so take your time with the drying process. So, the next time you're peeling garlic, don't be so quick to throw those peels away. You can turn them into a homemade seasoning. Reuse them to make a simple garlic peel water for your garden, or add them to your compost. 3 simple ways to give your garlic peels another purpose. And the best part? You're reducing kitchen waste while finding practical uses for something you would normally throw away. So, which one are you going to try first? The homemade seasoning, the garlic peel water, or the compost? Let me know in the comments. And if you found this video useful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who always throws their garlic peels away. Thanks for watching, and I'll